Today is a very special day because today is the launch day of the new Black Friday collection from Lethal Cosmetics. Plus, they're also back with their single eyeshadow palette builder tool, and their Black Friday sale starts today. So a lot of things are going on. Thank you so much to Lethal Cosmetics for sponsoring this video. We are going to go through this entire collection. I'm going to swatch everything for you, and then we're going to create an eye look, hopefully something really beautiful. And of course, we're going to be using these new lip stains. Like I said, this collection launches today, and also their Black Friday sale starts today. I will put information about the Black Friday sale down below, which things are discounted and the times that it's going on and all of those things. And they did give me a code, which is Angelica BF10, and that will get you 10% off this new collection in case there was something you wanted to pick up that works on single items but not bundles. I will put the info about everything down in the description box. I am so excited to be going through all of this. Lethal has been going through a rebrand. So this is going to come with their new logo, which is the one that you're seeing here. And with the single shadows, you can see that the new single shadows does have this new logo imprinted into the pan. So this is just a new beginning for Lethal Cosmetics, and that is also the theming of this palette. Just rebranding, new beginnings, and just moving on to newer, bigger, and better things. Lethal Cosmetics is a German indie brand that is vegan and cruelty-free. All the things are designed in Berlin, where they are located. And if you're shopping from Europe, they're gonna ship from Europe. And if you're shopping from the US, they are gonna ship from US, from their US warehouse. They did make this change throughout the fall season, but rest assured, if you're living in the US, they will ship the things from the US warehouse. Before we get into the new collection, I did want to talk about the new palette builder tool that they have on their website. This is the 6-pan palette from Lethal, and it comes with, I have mine with 6 new shades with this new imprint here. I will show you some swatches, and I will show you the names of the shadows here. I'm gonna pluck them out, and I'm gonna put the shade names here. The palette builder tool has always been very fun and innovative with Lethal Cosmetics, and they did for a while not have it available, but now it is available again in case you want to buy some singles or you want to create your own palette. Hopefully they'll be able to launch even more single shadows in the future. The Lethal Cosmetics eyeshadows are pigmented, buildable, blendable, a talc-free formula that has some really interesting and beautiful special finishes. And when you do the palette builder tools, you'll see the different shadows within different like finish families. Also, they did bring back some shadows from past favorite palettes from different collabs and palettes I've done before. So check back on the palette builder tool to build your own perfect palette, or to see if any of your favorite shadows have come back in stock. And also, listen, can we start a petition for some of our favorite shadows to come back? Because I have some shadows from Lethal palettes that I'm like, these need to come back. In this collection, they're also having this really beautiful, it is a balm that you like slide open like this. This is a blueberry flavored balm to put in your purse in a little pan like this. It is kind of like a see-through formula. It's really nice and nourishing. I was wearing this on my lips before. This compact is very heavy duty. This is a heavy duty compact, and you can definitely use this compact because it is mirrored. You can use this as a mirror as well. This is a very luxurious compact, and if you are the kind of person who likes having something like this in your purse, this will feel very luxurious in your purse. Now, let's get into the lip stains. This is a new packaging from Lethal. It has the new logo, and I am so excited about this. You know that I have been always loving a lip stain, and I said, well, you haven't seen that yet, in an upcoming declutter video, I said I'm gonna make it a mission to use even more lip stains. So this is perfect then, because I will say all 5 of these lip stains, they have names that are inspired by poisonous flowers, and they're all pretty different from each other, which I feel like sometimes lip stains aren't, but these are very different from each other. And we're gonna do a technique with this when we zoom in, which is one of my favorite techniques to use with a lip stain, which is a nudie lip liner, a lip stain on the inner part of the lip, and then a like a clear or a nude like lip gloss on top. I'm gonna bring out a Lethal lip gloss that I really enjoy as well. So where I'm gonna show you one of my favorite like popsicle, like it's like a nude lip but with a twist. If you still don't want to have like a statement lip but you want to bring something extra, I'm gonna show you how to do that with these lip stains. They are stunning. And then of course the palette, this is the Serpentine palette. It has this beautiful like snake on the front, and look at this color scheme. Immediately I saw these here and I was like, it's game over. We're definitely doing something raspberry pink with this like almost like neon pea green. I am so inspired by these two shades next to each other. Like, there is no way that we're not using those two together. I am so excited. There also is a little bit more of a nudie corner over here, so that if you wanted to tone it down a little bit or ground it a little bit, you can use a couple of these in your crease or on your lid. I have been really enjoying the mix between neutrals and colors, just to bring a look in different directions. And I feel like this is a half colorful, half slightly nudie leading palette where you can go in different directions. And I am just very excited about this. And I can just tell by looking at these finishes that this is going to be absolutely delightful. I like this shadow here. I think you can see it's a multi-chrome. Do you see that? The green going to the bronze, going to like the fuchsia, purpley pink. Are you kidding me? It is called Rattle. There is just no way we are not using that shade all over our faces. Let me know also if you want me to do a separate short, and maybe I can do a look with this one. That's totally possible too. Nothing is off the table, but let's zoom in and do a beautiful eye look. And I'm going to do that lippy as well. But like I said, if you're wondering about any details about this collection, the prices, when is it going to be available, where can I find it, everything will be linked in the description box, easy for you to find. I just remembered that I saved the box that the eyeshadow palette came in because I wanted to show you. Look at how cool the box is. It opens up like this, and it's like, that is so unique. I've never seen a box like that, and this print is beautiful. Quite honestly, you could just frame that. I just wanted to show you because I thought that was so cool. I'm gonna do the shade that's called Wolfbane, which is this like dark purple. So as you can see, I have a nude lip liner on already, and we're gonna put this in the middle of the lip, not all the way out to the edges. So it looks a little bit like this. And we are gonna let that dry in. I'm gonna add just a little smidgen more, if I can find it, of the lip liner, and just blend this together. I think this looks so cool. And then I'm gonna go in with the gloss on top. This is Jake the dog. This is from Adventure Time collection. I do have a separate video on this. And it has like a pink to mint duochrome in this gloss. And we are just gonna put, look. So this is, okay, this is maybe a little bit closer to a statement lip because I did choose the darker of the lip tints, but this is how I like to use tints. I don't always use them all over my lips, but I love putting them in the middle and then putting a gloss on top and a nude lip liner. I definitely suggest you trying it. You definitely can try this with any of these colors. You're gonna get a beautiful result. You saw how beautiful it went on. And it just leaves this like popsicle effect, like you just ate like a food or a popsicle that just colored the inside of your mouth. I just think it is absolutely stunning. Now, let me get some of the primer smooth out. And we are gonna go into the palette, the Serpentine palette. Again, this color here. So I was thinking, hear me out. I was thinking this one and this one, this dark like smoky eggplant. I'm gonna do those in the outer corner, and then I'm gonna do this in the inner part of the crease, and then this one on the lid. I really think that's gonna be so cool. I have a vision. I really think that's gonna be so cool. Okay, let me start with the one that's called Serpent's Tongue. And I'm gonna put that, like I said, in the crease, but in the outer half of the crease. So I'm just dabbing it on to begin with a brush that both blends and applies at the same time, which helps out a lot. I think this is gonna be so cool with this lip as well. I have sky-high expectations. I put on a somewhat sheer layer, and I am gonna do that on the lower lash line too. About as far in, maybe a little farther in. Remember to always connect the upper and the lower together because you don't want to have a gap there. The look will flow much better together if you connect the lower lash line with the upper lash line. So this is the shade Feral, and this is the smoky eggplant that I was talking about. And I am gonna deepen up this look with that. Oof. I have a good feeling about this. I cannot wait to put that multi-chrome on my eye. I think it's gonna be so good. Again, I'm gonna put the same shade under as well. Look at that. I'm really enjoying how that is looking. Can I just say also, I love that there's one that's called Cold Blood. You see that, like, almost, yeah, blood red? I love that this one is in here too, because I feel like that gives so many options. You can do a green and like red look for Christmas, but you can also do a pink and red look, and then we have this these more beautiful like mauvey peachy shades. That together with the red, you would have this really like almost neutral, but like a statement. You know, neutrals in 2016 when we were doing like the red and orange were neutrals, which honestly I keep saying that statement makeup is making a comeback, and I'm starting finally to see it a little bit more on like celebrities and stuff as well. So I really think that it might be happening in 2026. That looks so nice. I am absolutely very much enjoying that. I think I need a little bit more pink here though. Okay, let me go in with that beautiful pastel. Like I said, it's like a pastel pea. It's called Hiss. Again, great name. And oh, it picks up like it's job. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's make sure that we don't have any creases. We don't want to set down the creases. And we are gonna put that green in the inner part. Oh, and up here. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. We're gonna do that in the inner corner too, and a little bit on the lower lash line. I think it is time for that shimmer shadow now. The Rattle shade, this one. So I think I'm gonna do just in the middle where they meet, right? Oh. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna do that in the middle where they meet. You can see this line here. It's looking very blotchy, but it's because I didn't care about that, because I know I'm gonna cover that up. I'm taking it all the way up into the crease, and I'm gently just buffing it into the pink. Oh, look at the green. Always when you pack on a pastel, you always almost lose a little bit of the pastel because they are like white based. So I like to go in with the pastel again after and like reapply. But that looks so cool. I kind of almost want to do, let me show you where, let me finish the outfit. I am all over the place, but I'm so excited. Let me see if I can do a little bit with the shadow in my inner corners. Just like, you know, a little bit of detail. This is the same Feral shade that I used before, and I was basically just lining my inner corner with this. Just kind of, I got a little fallout. Just kind of accentuating around a little bit and making it a little bit more dramatic. I think this is, I think this is what I want, but I do think this is what I want. I love seeing the green shift like that. That is so fun. So fun. Okay, let me finish this look up and we can have a final chat about how cool this is. It's almost a shame that I'm wearing this long sleeve t-shirt because I do have a snake on my arm. Fit well with this makeup look right here, but it's actually not that warm in Texas right now, so long sleeved it is. We have been having summer weather up until now, but I guess now that we're getting closer to December, we actually had to put the heat on. We actually had to put the heat on this week, and I felt like long sleeve was definitely the way to go today. But this is the finished makeup look. I gotta say, I'm very excited about this. This is very me. It is two-toned, it is bright, it is mysterious, it's dramatic, but it still has a lot of contrast. You know I love stuff like that. So I just think this is looking so cool and so fun, and I am so excited about this new collection, and I'm so excited for Lethal Cosmetics to have this really great Black Friday sale as well. I also, also forget to say that they did send me a tote bag as well. It says Lethal. Look at that. So if I have any details about this tote bag, I will put that down in the description box as well. So I just wanted to let you know that I did have this one as well. Let me know what you think down below. Please give me some opinions about the makeup look, about the collection. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow for new makeup releases. Bye.